everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we have a defense that loves to quickly get off the field. The Vikings are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Panthers, who will need to find a way to move the football.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. A big gain there on the first play of the game. 53 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. 19 yards there on the pickup. Shift together here from the D-line. Cook following the penalty. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And look out, I think he's going to go. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. 105 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
Let's go.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Let's go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
So it'll be first down here after the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On play action, it's Bridgewater. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Fresh set of downs here. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Now a play fake here on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. Sheds off the tackle. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. This is McCaffrey on the give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They'll set up a throw. And this one complete right side to Funchess. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Forced out, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Here's 3rd and goal now, back at the 11.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
In motion comes the tight end left. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58. Tiger. Tiger. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. The young connection hook up there. Bridgewater to Diggs. 44 yards. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Let's go. Right in.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. So that'll back him up 5. So now 1st and 15.
Let's go. Wait,
They run it again with Cook. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Dayon Buchanan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. 2nd down now after the sack. Bridgewater. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's Samuel, caught left side. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Back to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Now he's forced out left. Now he'll let this one go. Deep left sideline. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
All things considered, a pretty good kick. Just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
Let's go. 180. Fourth. 2, 10. 180.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but
Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Update now from a game going on in Pittsburgh. It's the Colts in that one that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
Right 90.
To throw, Bridgewater. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Oh, shifty. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Butker now to kick this one away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
But he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Daniil Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. For the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well and get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and the Panthers have recovered.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
10 yards still left on second down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. He's at the 30, 20, 10, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And the lead is now 13. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence that his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now Bridgewater. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A first down throw for Bridgewater. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Martavis Bryant with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Butker now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. It'll go as a gain of 9. And that leads to a Carolina 1st down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Laquan Treadwell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. And his kick is good. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Going deep for Diggs. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He's fumbled already once, Charles. I'm not going to say that that was in his mind there, but I'm sure that during some of these plays he is mindful of it.
And once you fumble the ball, you know what your team tells you and your coaching staff? take care of it rest of the game. And that does get in your mind a little bit, and sometimes that slows down your effort in trying to get free from tacklers.
And the defenders know it too. They sniff that out, don't they?
Everybody wants to swarm the football. You know what the rule is. First guy hold up the runner, everyone else try and get there and strip the ball free.
The Vikings send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. Now, the Broncos have added on to that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
All right, here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
No, check. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the flag, 1st and 20 now. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead will shrink to 6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
They start the drive with Cook. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Bridgewater to throw it. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 8. Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are just an extra point away now from taking the lead. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one? The tight end, but not there. Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic? And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 Short in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. A 4th quarter score now from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. And now whistles and a flag. And I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards. Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And oh, it's blocked. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And now out comes Minnesota. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere. But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Throwing, Bridgewater. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. Finding some room at midfield. And he cuts it right sideline. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 47 yards. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And he rifles one incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. They are, by the way, into the fourth quarter now in Oakland. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right? In the heat of the summer, still did it anyway.
Toss to Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. Here's Christian McCaffrey to return it. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Carolina. Getting set to take the field. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Now back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Carolina getting set to take the field. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings are going to win this football game. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Out left side here to Bryant. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go.
Bridgewater to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Luke Kuechly. Leading the surge there, he drops him for a loss of 6. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Here's Bridgewater. And he's able to find Diggs. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And they're really trying.